Hello everybody and welcome to Matt Fryer Golf. I'm down here at Chorlton-cum-Hardy Golf Club today where Manchester Golf Performance Centre is based, and I'm just doing a small series of videos to help you with your fundamentals, your grip, your posture, your alignment and your ball position. And today we're going to be looking at the ball position. Now we see a lot of golfers coming to us for lessons with poor ball position, and it can lead to bad golf shots when we don't necessarily hit them if we had the ball in the right spot. We see guys with great fundamentals, they've got really good grip, great posture, but they've got a poor ball position. So let's say they've got it at the back with their irons, and it can lead to a lot of rocking off the ball and getting the hands involved and flicking at it. You know, you can get those fat shots, the thin shots, and again, they've got it too far forwards, they're catching it on the way up and they're catching the equator of the golf ball, and they've actually made a decent swing, but because of the ball position, it's resulted in a bad shot. Now, as you can see in the video above, I've got a little grid set up here, and today I'm going to be running through that with you so you can practice this down at your home golf course or at the driving range so we can achieve a good ball position every time. Now, I'm going to be talking to you firstly about your irons, from your lob wedge all the way up to about your 5-iron, and then we'll move on to your woods. So what we want to do is set one of these up here. It's just basically an alignment cane or two clubs in a crosshair. And what we're going to do with the irons, we're going to step in firstly with our feet together with the nearly touching the club. So this is in the middle of us, and we'll see now that this is going to be the middle of our stance. Now for myself, I like to see the irons ever so slightly in front of the centre of the stance. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our club into the ball here, and now we're going to step our left foot out. This is if you're a right-handed player. Left foot out a little bit so it's level with my left shoulder. Now my right foot's going to go back a little bit further. So as you can see now, this is just ahead of centre for me. It's not slap bang in the centre. I'm talking an inch or half an inch just in front of centre. So once we're in there now, you know, we've got our club in behind us, and what we want to do now nextly is make sure that our shaft is just slightly in front of the club down here, not the parallel one to the target, the one running just down the centre of our stance. We do this so that we're presenting the correct loft on the golf club, and also that it's lined up square to the target. It's not hands behind, it's going to add loft to the golf club and it's going to point it out to the left. Hands too far in front, I'm going to de-loft the golf club and it'll be pointing out to the right. So we only want to see it slightly in front, so as if your thumb was just in line with the left edge of the golf ball again for a right-handed player. Now from there, we're going to be coming in, moving on top of the ball still, and actually catching the ball first instead of having to lean back and flick at it or getting too steep on it or too far forward and catching the equator of the golf ball. We're going to be hitting down a little bit on the golf ball and creating a nice shallow consistent divot instead of sometimes getting a divot, sometimes not, depending on whether we've rocked or flicked enough. Now, like I say, this is for lob wedge all the way up to about your 5-iron. With your 4 and your 3-iron, I'd have it just another inch in front of centre. So again, you do the same routine, but your right foot's going to be stepping further back now, so that the centre is, the ball, sorry, is just further in front of centre. Now with the driver, it's going to be a different story, so we'll move on to that now. So as you can see guys here, I've got a ball pegged up, and what we actually want to do now is make sure that the driver is actually going to be on our left inside step again for the right-handed player. It's just going to be inside the heel of our left foot. We don't want it too far in the centre because we're promoting a bit of a downward hit there, which we don't want to do with the driver. Ideally, we want to be sweeping it off the tee. You know, we don't want to see you taking a divot with a driver is a big no-no. You know, snapping your tees, you know, if you're doing that, you notice that you actually are getting a downward hit on these. So what we're going to do again is come into the square once more. This time, step the left foot out towards where the ball is, just making sure it is now inside the left-hand heel, and your right foot is only going to go out a little bit. So the line for centre will be more towards the right side with a right-handed player, because the ball is now inside my left heel there. If I were to demonstrate by putting the club down, you can see there that it's just running into my left heel. The centre of my stance is here, and the ball's going to be in the left side now. So if I were to actually hit a shot here, I'd be sweeping it up. I wouldn't be too far back here, hitting down on the ball and not giving any flight on the driver, any lift on it, because as a driver, we know it doesn't have much loft on the face, so we are actually trying to help the ball up in the air. Now, it's easy to do this, guys. Give it a go, see if it helps you. Do tweet me, or ask me any questions you want about this. Where should you have certain clubs, and I will respond with those. Like I say, the middle just to slightly forward of the stances with your lob wedge all the way up to your 5-iron. And this inside your left heel is going to be a bit more with your rescue wood and your 3 wood, your driver, your 5 wood, your 7 wood, whatever woods you've got in your bag, you want them just inside your left heel. Now, I hope that's helped you guys. Please do subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up if you've liked it, and share it around. And I'll see you soon with more video tips.